If you're confused about what game you're watching, don't be. Yes, this is the exact same blueprint to yesterday's bout between the Miners and Bucs. Both teams were scoreless through the first 5 innings. Both pitchers going strong, Anchorage taking out its starter before the 6th. Michael Sarhat out after 5 3-hit, no-run innings, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Now it's up to Cameron Crane, the lefty out of University of Central Florida. He's a rising senior, stands all 6'3" and weighs 200 pounds. He's making his 10th appearance of the year. With Austin Barrick on Jesse Cook, Matsu has the top of its order up in Cooper Vest, Alex Vergara, and Steven Lancia. Combined, those 3 are 2 for 6. Vest and Vergara both with singles in the first and second inning. Crane has a .434 earned run average on the season. This is his 6th time coming out of the bullpen. He has 1 save on the year. He struck out 36 in 29 innings. He's a lefty, just like Cooper Vest out of BYU. The infield is back on all accounts except third base, who's in on the grass. First pitch. This is high and inside for a ball. Vest singled his last time up. He flied out to center to start the game, but turned around on one and sent it into the right field gap last time up in the 3rd inning. Crane comes set, pitching from the stretch, kicks and deals. Vest swings and foul tips it to the backstop. Michael Sarhat was clean-shaven, but Crane wears a mustache over his top lip, and it's very dark, just like his hair. 1-1 count for Vest. Crane resettles. Toes the rubber, takes a deep breath. Now he fires. Fastball misses up high, 2-1. This is Crane's 3rd time going up against Matsu, but his 1st time in over a month. Last pitched on June 27th. Today's July 28th. 2-1 pitch to Vest. Swings and tears it up the middle, right at center field, and Joey Narrett makes the grab. Vest had highway mileage on that ball, but Joey Narrett was right there. He barely had to move. It was a total atom ball.
Yeah, these two teams know each other well. This is the 10th game they've played against each other, and that's a classic, unfortunate Cooper Vest out.
That brings up Alex Vergara. Last couple days have been characterized by unfortunate placement for him. He's hit 2 titanic home runs just left of the foul pole. Lefty on the bump, righty at the dish. First pitch, he watches a pitch up high for ball 1. Vergara earlier this game in his first at-bat crushed one, foul. Same thing as yesterday. Base is empty, 1 away, 0-0 top of the 6th. The 1-0. Fastball low and inside. Vergara, until yesterday, was not prone to the bases on balls. He'd only done it 6 times, but again, in last night's affair, he walked 3 times.
He couldn't care about it, though. I pointed it out to him before today. He said, oh, who cares? 3 walks. I'd rather have hits.
Here's the 2-0. He swings and drives it to deep right center field. Narrett looking over his shoulder, chasing back towards the fence. That 2 hops the wall. Vergara cruises into second. He's rounding for 3rd. Relay to the infield. They won't get him. Alex Vergara with a head-first slide. He's got a triple. I guess he would rather have hits. Alex Vergara put a charge into that ball, and if he pulls it, it's probably gone.
This guy hates hitting singles. He just loves the extra base hits, and he was fired up in the direction of his dugout after that triple.
Well, here comes Steven Lancia, who also has a lot of extra base hits. Infield creeps in. Lancia doubled last night. The pitch misses low and away for a ball. The righty catcher out of UT Rio Grande Valley has actually doubled in each of his last 2 games since returning from taking 3 games off with scheduled break. 1-0 count. Crane from the stretch. Check swing, fastball at the belt, called a strike. Lancia, although normally he plays catcher, today he's a DH. He's 0 for 2 with a pop out to second and a strikeout swinging. Runner on third, 1 away, 1-1 count, 0-0 game. Crane kicks and fires. Hefty swing and miss. Lancia missed on his front foot. It's a 1-2 count. Vergara on third is familiar with the ABL, just like Lancia. They were both part of the minors team last year that made it to the championship game but lost to the Glacier Pilots. Crane's 1-2. Swinging a tapper down the third base line, foul. Lancia was all ABL at the catcher's spot. And Alex Vergara wasn't just all ABL, but he was the league MVP. And those two have carried that over this season. And they told you, Austin, in a post-game interview that they feed off each other's energy.
They love it. They love being back and carrying this team, leadership-wise.
Crane with the glove at his chest fires. Fastball misses above Lancia's head. It's a 2-2 count. The Bucs are shorthanded in the coaching department today. Head coach Ken Hokiff was ejected yesterday for arguing balls and strikes, as well as Zach McLeod, his assistant coach, his hitting coach. So it's all up to Justin Mulvaney, the pitching coach, today. The 2-2 to Lancia. Swings and cracks it to third. Pendergrass bobbles it, but recollects, throws on to first, and he got him. Vergara holds at third. Alex Pendergrass with another good play at third base. He caught a line drive earlier, and now the guy who normally ends up in the outfield has shut down the Miners' defense at the hot corner. Caden Carpenter walks up to the plate for Matt Sue. He went 1 for 6 yesterday, 0 for 1 thus far today, but he walked last time up. Lefty-lefty matchup. Crane toes the rubber, takes a deep breath. He fires. Fastball right over the heart of the plate for strike one. Just like today, yesterday the game was scoreless entering the 6th inning, but Matt Sue piled on a couple of runs in that frame and jump-started its 9-run late-game rally. Crane's 0-1. Fastball low and outside, misses. It's a 1-1 count for Carpenter. 0-0 the score with 2 away in the top of the 6th inning. Matt Sue has a go-ahead run on third. Middle infield back, third base in. The 1-1. He swings and cracks it to the first base side and foul. It's a 1-2 count for Carp. We spoke to him after the game yesterday, and he said baseball's all about having fun, and he's someone who has a lot of fun reaching base.
He absolutely does. He doesn't like to do too much. Simple approach, sees the ball well. He just tries to win every pitch.
He's got a .420 on base percentage, one of the best in the league. The 1-2. Swings, rips it into right field on the ground and through. Alex Vergara comes home to score. Carpenter rounds first, and he holds there. An RBI single puts the Miners up 1-0. Caden Carpenter with a sweet swing pulling the ball. He also said yesterday he wasn't too happy about going 1 for 6. Well, he's 1 for 2 to lead things off here.
And just like yesterday, the first run of the game has occurred in the top of the 6th inning.
You know the Yogi Berra phrase, it's deja vu all over again.
Oh, yeah.
Nolan Tucker would like that phrase to come true. He's at the plate now, and he had 2 hits yesterday for 2 RBIs. Lefty-lefty matchup, throw over to first. Carpenter is back with a head-first dive. Tucker had those 2 RBIs yesterday. One of them came on a triple, and that was in the 6th inning, so I'm sure he would welcome that here. He says that he tries not to think too much when he's at the plate and just swing the bat. Lefty-lefty matchup, Crane from the stretch. Fastball over the heart of the plate. Tucker swings and misses, falling over his front foot. He actually stumbled after the swing as he ticked over home plate. And Tucker is undergoing a change of scenery. He just transferred this past weekend from Valparaiso to southern Mississippi, and he did all of his transfer portal work from Alaska remotely. 0-1 count. Crane takes a heavy breath, throws over to first. Carpenter doesn't even dive. He's back with a step. It's a good idea to keep an eye on Caden Carpenter. He's got 6 steals this season. That's tied for the Matsu team lead with center fielder Sebastian Tomerlin.
Going back to Tucker, it's got to be scary to do all that transfer portal stuff. Not many offers, talking to a lot of people, all remotely from Alaska.
The 0-1 pitch. Watches a fastball low and outside for a ball. It's a 1-1 count. 1-0 the Miners lead, top the 6th inning, runner on first, 2 away. And Tucker said that he's never even visited the campus. All he knows about Southern Mississippi in person is that they visited him at Valparaiso. They played each other, and he liked what he saw. 1-1 count. The pitch. He swings and tails one over the backstop, foul. 1-2 count. He said that he very much likes that Southern Mississippi has a home run cannon that they sound off. He has yet to hit a dinger here in Alaska, but he has shown off his extra base power. His triple yesterday was his second of the year. Crane with the glove at the shoulder as kicks and deals. Tucker swings and spirals it off foul to the left side. It's a 1-2 count.
And Tucker mentioned the attendance at Southern Miss is great, one of the reasons why he went there. So when Valpo went to Southern Miss back in March, the attendance for one of those games was at 5,220. Wow.
That's about 4 times what you see at the 1,200-seat capacity Herman Brothers Field, where the Miners call home. Infield back. 1-2 count for Tucker, 2 away. Throw over to first. Carpenter is back again without a slide and without a tag. Crane steps off the rubber, readjusts his black and white cap with a gold Bucs logo on the front, that Pirate B. Tucker at the back of the batter's box. Crane in the middle of the rubber now fires. Fastball misses up high. Nolan Tucker is someone with strength that doesn't just come from baseball. He was a conference champion wrestler in high school. Spoke very proudly of his black belt in jiu-jitsu. Crane's 2-2 on the way. Swinging a pop-up foul off to the third base side, and Tucker stays alive for another pitch.
Just keep fighting, and sometimes good stuff happens.
This describes a lot of the matchups between Mat-Su and Anchorage. Very close, but edging in the Miners' direction as they lead the season series 5-4, this being the regular season finale between these two. Mat-Su is in first place, a game over the Glacier Pirates, a game and a half ahead of the Bucs. 2-2 count. Crane throws over to first again. Carpenter is back standing. Caden Carpenter is a big guy. He stands all of 6'5", but he's still a very short step off of first base for his lead. Center fielder in, right and left field back, the middle infield on the outfield grass. The 2-2 pitch, Carpenter off for second, swung on, belted up the middle, right at short, Hebert fields it on the hop, Crow hops to first, and he got him. Mat-Su tacks on a run. Alex Vergara tripled, and Caden Carpenter singled him home. 1-0, the Miners lead, entering the bottom of the 6th. Anchorage has the top of the order coming up in Har, Hebert, and Narrett. We'll be back in just a moment as Ethan Light takes a bump for his 6th inning of work.